Hey everybody, it's Cameron with Speedtech Performance, and today I am back out in the shop working on our stock A-body chassis. If you remember right, in the last episode we buttoned up the rear end with our articulating arms, our Viking coilovers, and a big shout out to them and thank you for helping support us on this project. Our Dutchman 9-inch that is a new product that we have. It has all of the brackets and everything that you are going to need for your 9-inch project. And today, as you can tell, our friends at Baer Brakes have sent us a bunch of toys here, and we're going to get ready to unbox some brakes. First box down, that was super easy. We've got our backing plates and our e-brakes. So let's see, this one's the biggest one, and as you can tell by that little logo, it's a pain in the something to move. In the second box, we've got our front hubs, we've got this mounting bracket, as well as the rotors drilled and slotted. Baer really stepped up on this project, and I'm super excited about this. So in this box we have our calipers, and honestly I don't want to wait to see them, so I'm going to go ahead and open them up as well. Baby. So on this project we decided we didn't need anything huge, and again Baer stepped up and they're helping us out with this project. So we've got the Baer T4s for the front. Man, that's pretty. So with this project, we have the S4 in the rear teamed up with the T4 in the front. Super high quality product, and we're very excited again about this project. It's something that we're going to be taking on tour with us all year. So if you're at any of the shows that we're at, whether it's Good Guys, Optima, or LS Fest, any of the big shows that we're going to be at, you definitely want to come stop by our mobile showroom, look for us, look for the 40-foot Speedtech logo. You'll be able to get your hands on this project here and see everything that we have to offer. So as you see, we have everything laid out here, and just a quick reminder on this project, we are using a stock spindle setup, and Baer has a great product to accommodate for that stock spindle. We have our rotors, we have our calipers, all of our mounting brackets. They even include all of the hardware and lines that you need to go from the caliper to your hard lines. Again, rear rotors, rear calipers, as well as the rear e-brake setup. We're super excited, so let's go ahead and get this installed on the project. Now that we have the passenger axle assembled, with this I just wanted to touch on a couple points. A lot of times with this, the bearing and the locking ring are already installed, but with this setup they actually came uninstalled, and so that's something that you're going to have a press to do. And so if you don't have one available, that is kind of something again that you're going to have to figure out, but most of the time that's already installed. Now the way that Baer has their e-brake set up, it also is the backing plate for the axle. So if your bearing is already installed, then you're going to have to disassemble that, and there are instructions available on how to disassemble and reassemble the backing plate and the e-brake setup. Now that we've completed the installation of these Baer brakes, and again, big thanks to them for providing these to us, we're going to go ahead and get started on the sway bar. Now that we have the sway bar installed, we have a complete chassis here from the front to the back. We have our control arms, our 4-link, our new axle and housing, and most importantly on this project we have our frame brace kit. If you remember right, in one of the first episodes we did a kind of a science experiment. Because these A-body chassis are so known for having twist and everything within the rails, our frame brace kit helps stop that. So I've got all the weights gathered that we used in the first episode, and we're going to put our frame brace kit to the test. So we've got all the weights stacked up here in what's technically round 3 in this science experiment: the stock chassis, the extreme chassis, and now the stock chassis with our frame brace kit. And if you remember back in episode 1, I was able to walk back there and just grab that jack stand out with no problem. And as you can see, look at that. Solid as can be, zero movement. So once again, we've got about 150 pounds sitting here, and if you remember back in episode 1, I was able to go back there and just remove that jack stand. As I push on this, look at that. There's no movement, so let's go ahead and walk back there and see what happens. So the proof is in the pudding. With our frame brace kit installed, that is solid as can be, with an extra 150 pounds sitting on the front of the chassis. And with that, this project is wrapped, and you're going to see it on the road with us in 2023. But before I go, I just want to say a couple things. Thank you so much to the sponsors on this project. We have Guni Wheels, Viking Performance, Baer Brakes, and Borgeson Steering. Without them, this project would not have been possible. So once again, come visit us on the road in 2023 and see what pro touring products that we have to offer for your stock A-body project.